grow your business with COSI Workshop. It's a set of trainings that is meant to inspire especially small and medium businesses to better strive within the competitive market. As Chamber recently celebrated our 40th year anniversary, the organization is aiming to make more of this mark this year, not only in providing support to the businesses, but also encouraging a wider participation in the many aspects of the Chamber. Of course, we want to increase the Chamber's influence and contribution to not only government, but to society at large. And within that, collectively create a foundation for any country, such as St. Martin, that we cannot execute or develop our country without businesses. And therefore we cannot prosper. We urge everyone to partake in these such trainings. We aim as a chamber to be a larger part of the influence that is happening on St. Martin from an economic, a social, and a cultural point of view. Chamber aims to show what it can do for businesses and the business owners, you. From revisiting policies and procedures, we are aiming to make the organization more efficient and also effective.
If there is any problem or challenge, try to find a solution, give the customer the opportunity to explain what's going on, listen, give advice but don't attack, and don't give attitude. And if they are tense, you have to calm them down or give them time to relax first, offer something to drink, and then in first instance, the customer is always right. Of course, depending on the situation.
Even despite the situation they're on.
Yes, but then it's still how you address whatever is going on that you can dissuade.
Once you can't handle it, you throw it over, send it up to management, and let them deal with it. You leave with a smile.
Yes.
Okay? You did decide over here?
Okay, we got appearance is important. That's what they always speak. How you communicate with your customer, your client, or whatever. And listen is very important to what they're telling or what you're saying to them also. Communication, whichever way. Language is important, which you just mentioned is satisfactory. You got to make sure that whatever you say or whatever you all speak between you all is satisfied between both of you. And also hospitality, you got to make them feel as comfortable as possible.
We don't understand it as a people. What's going to happen is that the revenues will be showing that we don't understand it. Yeah, the competition is heavy out there. Lots of other islands are coming up, and we, as one of the first pioneers in tourism in this region, are lagging behind in terms of the offering. A lot of the others, I mean, you cannot blame them. They are also seeking their advancement. But we need to maintain what we've got. We need to sort of like revisit our customer service promise. What are we about? It's either we're going to be in the game or we're not. We're going to be back to just doing the normal things, or can we be better than what we are doing right now? And I believe we can. And it comes with training, it comes with education, it comes with what I call, the word is basically giving them the knowledge and the appreciation of their particular position, no matter what they are, waiter, police officers, security, even managers. We're all in this together. And if we have our role to play and we do it according to a particular direction, a plan, a mission, you're going to see to it that we're going to see to it that we are going to get there. And then we'll be sitting at the table with those who are advancing as well, because we have been sort of in a stagnative position for a number of years, and it's time that we get out. Yeah, it's not getting easier, and basically the tools are here for us to make it happen.
Now, based on the information as was provided by a person to your audience tonight, are you sensing that they have a better sense of understanding as to what they're supposed to be doing as the persons to ensure that they offer the very best of hospitality in whatever field that they are in?
After today, they're going to look at the mission statement. They're going to look at the customer service promise. They're going to look at what is being delivered. They're now more conscious of what to expect. And believe me, the folks that are coming to this island, they are already there. They're doing that already. And we are neglecting it. We're ignoring it to the point that we have been lucky, so to speak. Despite our catastrophes and what have you, we are one blessed island. But we need to up our game by equipping and doing things accordingly.
If I may ask, the slogan, the friendly island, do you think that we are still living up to it?
Absolutely, nothing wrong with that. It's one of the best, and it's ours. I mean, we can't give it away, and we won't allow anybody to take it. We're still friendly. No wonder we have all these folks on this island. We have over so many nationalities. Not many islands can boast that, and it's a plus rather than a negative. And I think the friendly island is very, very well suited for the island.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
The SOAB Government Accountants Bureau did not approve the financial statements of SZV since their inception after 10-10-10. So far, 8 annual accounts from 2011 till 2018 were published, and none of these SZV annual accounts were approved by SOAB. Why SOAB did not approve the ZVOV Fund's annual reports? One of the reasons was that SZV unlawfully is booking the premium income and medical expenses of unemployed seniors in the ZV Fund. In the last 2018 annual report, SOAB wrote, certain elderly residents who are typically pensioners over the age of 62 are being provided health insurance via the ZV Fund, even though they do not meet the employment requirements stipulated by the Sickness Insurance National Ordinance. The ZFE Fund is a fund for workers and their family members. Seniors who are working can be lawfully included in the funds, but 60 plus unemployed seniors, their voluntary premiums received and their healthcare expenses had to be administered separately. Formally, this therefore is a financial non-compliance. In other words, what is happening with the ZFE fund of the workers and their families is that their premium contributions do not only cover their medical expenses and the loss of wages, but also the healthcare costs of the unemployed seniors that SZV has included in the fund. This way, the ZV fund of the workers is unlawfully being depleted and unlawfully increasing the deficits that are being recorded for the ZV fund. SZV had to administer the unemployed seniors separately, just as SZV does for the medical cost of civil servants and of the PP card holders. We have criticized publicly the annual deficits of the ZV fund presented in Parliament by SZV and by the former Minister Emily in 2018 and last year by Minister Waver. We argued that the figures that SZV presented as deficits were incorrect and too high. We have requested SZV to correct the financial statements of the ZV fund. Until today, SZV management did not provide corrected financial statements. We asked for the corrections as we expect that the premium increase for the Workers' Sickness Insurance Fund will not be necessary. So let us illustrate today another inaccurate presentation of data by SZV in some of the annual accounts of the ZVOV fund, which are the Semata Medical Center hospital care costs. The SOAB government accountants wrote, for instance, about the 2012 SZV annual accounts that insufficient control documentation was obtained to verify the costs for the SMMC for the ZVOV funds. How come? SOAB wrote that SZV internally could not control these costs and that SZV is in deliberation with the Semata Medical Center regarding a final statement, a final declaration of these costs. The same observation SOAB accountants repeated 2 years later about the 2014 SZV annual accounts. SOAB added to their observation that the cost for the Semata Medical Center for the ZVOV funds reported were the advances provided by SZV to the Semata Medical Center and not the final declarations of the Semata Medical Center. So what is the explanation of the SZV management that no final declarations or the real costs, but only advanced budgets were reported in their annual accounts? SZV management wrote that there was no agreement yet with the Semata Medical Center about the final declarations, the final statements of the year 2013 and 2014. Another 2 years later, the same SOAB accountants observed about the 2016 SZV annual accounts that they still have not been able to obtain sufficient audit evidence to be able to determine the occurrence and the accuracy of these costs and the related balance sheet items of the SZV General Fund for the ZVOV Fund. We haven't received sufficient supporting documents related to the settlements of 2016 and the previous years. Semata Medical Center is still being paid via an advance system and settlement is executed at year end. How come SZV reported advances and not the real costs for services rendered? The SOAB wrote that there has been no change with regards to the internal control system of the St. Martin Medical Center for this matter.
Make use of WIB mobile banking with easy access and direct usage of face recognition, PIN code, or fingerprint. Download WIB mobile banking app and make your transaction from anywhere at any time. For more information, visit wib-bank.net/quick-login.
My colleague, Minister of Romy, spoke about the street lights and how we emphasize the importance of safety. And I'd also like to tap into one of the points of concern that has to do with this as well. During the week, I met with various stakeholders in regards to the high rise in car thefts on St. Martin, and I also got some statistics. In 2016, I'm going to talk about stolen parts, and then I'm going to talk about vehicles. We had a total of 97 cars that was tampered with for stolen parts in 2016, 17, 18, and 19. In regards to stolen cars, in 2016, 23, in 2017, 36, 2018, 35, and 2019, 50. This is solely based on one insurance company, and this is based on claims that they paid out. So not cars that were not reported, and also not third parties, and also not other insurance companies. We see the peak in 2019. I feel that this is a top priority because besides traumatizing our people, when you steal someone's car, it is a traumatizing experience. It is also traumatizing for our tourists. And tourism is our main pillar, and we have to secure the safety of our people and also people that are visiting our island, because without the tourists, we cannot function as a country. And also to add that this is only based on the Dutch side as well. One thing I would like to say is that I take this very serious. I will meet with the stakeholders again next week in determining a plan of approach. I was also informed that there was a plan of approach on the table a few years ago, and I'm willing to meet with the head of the president of the insurance committee in order to establish a way forward. This is a joint approach that also includes not only the police, but receiver's office, the insurance companies, and the inspection. What we also noted that it is too easy to re-register a stolen car. So once we tackle the registration form of it, we will be able to move forward, because if someone steals a car, they register it again and sell it and sell it. And then the question boils down to who is the real owner, the one that bought it, because they bought it legally as well. So that is also a loophole that we are facing as a Ministry of Justice in order to attack and deal with this very serious issue.
St. Martin must diversify its product to better meet the demand of our visitors. This is what they're saying. And they're not apologizing for saying it. Ladies and gentlemen, just look at this picture here, which is taken from the pier looking towards the courthouse. Can anyone remember what this building used to be? A what? Correct. It used to be an ice cream shop. Can anyone remember what this particular building used to be? A restaurant, Barefoot. Can anyone remember what used to be behind Barefoot? Burger King. Can anyone remember what was across from Burger King? Caribbean Palm. Can anyone remember what was right after the ice cream shop, but in between Caribbean Palm? Reggae Cafe. The reason I ask you that particular question is to say this. Do you see everything right here? They are all selling the same thing. So we went away from a variety to now offering the same product. No longer people traveling for jewelry, alcohol, and cigarettes. That was the 80s and the 90s. Now people are traveling for experiences. People want to take pictures. People want to see what you have to offer so they can take pictures, load it up on their social media so that they can show their friends and family, look what I'm doing. While you home shoveling snow, this is what I'm doing. As a country, we have to listen. Sometimes we are distracted by a bone while the whole steak is right behind us. Listen to your customers. Let's slow down a bit and plan for the next 10 years. Again, the more pictures that the visitors take is the more promotion for our island. This is one of my favorite slides. In 2018 was actually a record-breaking year at the Chamber of Commerce. That year, right after the hurricane, we saw a spike in new registered businesses. That year recorded the most first-time business owners ever. So the Chamber of Commerce, and once persons keep coming to open their business, we at the Chamber, well, I'm saying we because it's still in my blood, it will never leave. We at the Chamber asked them what or why did they choose now to open the business right after the hurricane. And most of them said it's always been their dream to do so. And you know, some of them also say, well, I'm out of work now and I always wanted to do this. And my father once did this. Or this is what we used to do. So you know what, I'm taking the mantle up right now and going and trying it myself. So we saw an increase in area that reflect growth within our economy. There was an overall of 34% increase in newly registered business. 34%. While on the other hand, we saw a 14% decrease in business closures. So in other words, more businesses open and less businesses close. This was the overview of the Chamber of Commerce Registry for 2018. We recorded 7,172 active businesses. That's a lot. On average, we see sometimes 5,000, 6,000, mid 6,000. But as you can see, in 2018, it spiked to 7,172. Of that, 1,092 was first registered, meaning 1,092 new businesses open on St. Martin. There was a total of 117 businesses that business owners that put their businesses inactive, which means basically they not closed it completely, but put it on hold So when they feel like or when they're able to reopen the business, they can do so. And there was a total of 138 closures for the year 2018. And this is for 2019 until November. Active, we saw 6,488 businesses active, which is a little drop. Well, it is a drop from 2017. However, it's still very well, very good. We saw 902 first-time registered businesses, new businesses. We saw 111 business owners that decided to put their business inactive, and 118 businesses closed last year.